Conspiracy, bro. Conspiracy, bro. It's conspiracy, bro. Whatever deity they send me, you best to let them know. Better come tiptoe.
Welcome to Conspiracy, bro. Engaging case number Victor Tango Sierra 240-717-9101.
Hello, my name's Christopher, and this is my story. It happened last year, October 15th. That's 2022. It was at the Dave Inn in Flagstaff, Arizona. I guess everything started about 9:20 p.m. It was raining. This was like right off of I-40. So I had headed from White Sands Missile Range, and I was going to the Sunset Crater. I was meeting an old battle buddy of mine. He was going through a divorce, drinking too much, and just sinking a little too fast. We had planned on doing some hiking. There's a bunch of trails around there, but the weather wasn't cooperating. It rained quite a bit, so I agreed to bring up some recording equipment, and we were going to work on a few songs. But we were going to the Sunset Crater the next day and take a few photos. It was about 7 p.m. in the evening when I checked into the hotel there in Flagstaff. I remember I stopped by Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers right after checking in. I'd never had those before. They were delicious. I never even heard of them. So I was assigned room 307. I mean, it was like a regular hotel, nice enough for me, nothing too fancy. I ate my food, and I fell asleep pretty easily. That had been a long drive that day. I remember I was like jolted awake. It was 3:33 a.m. on the clock there. And I just heard this sobbing. It felt like it was the whole room. Like I could tell it was coming from the room. It was in the room, but it really took up all the space. Like the sound, it was just everywhere. I was sitting up, my heart's beating all fast. I'm thinking, I'm dreaming, and just the sound in my dream. It got really cold. I saw I would say it was smoke, but it was wet, like it was moist. I felt it was cold. It was a damp, cold mist. And then it just it's like the whole room was that damp, cold mist. And it just all started to kind of together, like the mist was pulling in on itself, and it formed into this like woman on the edge, like the foot of my bed. It was weird to kind of say how she was dressed. Like I can kind of see the image still, but it's more like the feeling. If as corny as it sounds, it would be like if you seen Star Wars and the Jedi when they come, like it was almost like clothes like that, like translucent like that, kind of glowing like that. It was weird because you know how I said like the mist, the cold mist was the whole room. Like when that came together, that air felt that it was like that whole cold mist had disappeared and came into the shape of this woman. my heart's still beating and pounding, but I'm not as scared because the room just feels sad. Like it's an extreme sadness. That cold mist is just turned into this grief, and the room, everything just feels full of grief. So I'm sitting there, heart still racing. I'm looking forward. So, you know, I said I wasn't scared. I was just sad. But then, like, the sadness kind of turned into a panic, fear, like wondering if I'm dying. Am I dead? Is this like it? But looking at that lady at the foot of the bed, her eyes, like the sadness was in her eyes, her face, like it looked extremely heavy, and the fear that I'm feeling is like morphing into this scare, empathy. Like I see the sadness in this form in front of me. It's extreme, and all I want to do is like try to give some sort of comfort or help. I'm trying to think of what to say, and she just disappears, like fades, like, and it's not like how the mist came together and made this form. It's like it's gone, and it was more than an instant, like in an instance gone. And I was just sitting there like, this wasn't a dream. I'm up. Like I splashed some water on my face. I took a shower. It's like 3, but I couldn't go back to sleep after that. I didn't know what to do. I still feel it. So, you know, my friend came the next day. I told him what happened. I checked out. We went up the road. I got another hotel. I always just wonder about that room, that experience. Nothing like that has happened to me since. I just thought it would be a good thing to share on the show. And yeah, I'm curious if anybody else mentioned that from this hotel.
Backup successful. This concludes data regarding case number Victor Tango Sierra 240-717-9101.
Yeah.
Disengaging.